Good evening and welcome to the Sports Doctors In. My name is Larry Abels and I'm going to host the show. And of course, joining me is the Sports Doctor himself. What's up, Sports Doctor?
Hey
How you
Larry,
doing?
I'm doing well, Larry. Doing well.
And the return of our NBA expert, the smoothest guy in the world, Cuzzo. How you doing, Cuzzo?
Doing all right, man. Thank you for having me.
Hey, we appreciate you being here. So we will start off with the Super Bowl. We need to get this out of the way. Cuzzo, did you see the game?
Yeah, I did. I think it was one of the. It was kind of boring to me. It was a lot of defense. Yeah, that's all I could say. It could have been more entertaining, but the winner who won deserved to win. That's all that matters.
Sports Doctor, what was your take on the game?
I didn't even see the game. As I told you, I wasn't going to watch it because I knew it was going to be boring as hell. And from the replays, I'm glad I didn't watch it.
Mm-hmm.
It was horrible. So what I saw in replays, it was horrible.
Mm-hmm.
I was so wrong. I didn't realize New England's Patriots offensive line was so horrible. But I did realize they kept talking about this guy named Will Campbell for the last 4 weeks, and I just wasn't paying attention. He's horrible.
And you said you was wrong. What were you wrong about?
I said take the Patriots in 4. You said the Patriots would lose by 10, by double digits.
Oh, so that means I was right.
Yeah.
We got, I don't know if you saw it, but Marsha Crossan went to school with us. She made a comment on that. So I gave her a like on Facebook.
Right.
I thought the game was, it was sort of lackluster. New England had 6 out of 7 possessions at one point. They did 3 and out and had to punt. And you know, when you think of a 3 and out, it's one thing to get not to score anything, or maybe you make a couple of first downs, but they had like 6 out of 7 possessions with 3 and out. I mean, Seattle just locked them down, you know. And Seattle, I got to give New England's defense credit because their score could have been a lot worse. They held Seattle to 4 field goals when if they had given up 1 or 2 touchdowns, that game would have been uglier earlier.
Mm-hmm.
It couldn't get no uglier than what it got. I am so glad I did not waste any time watching that. I did watch the halftime. That was it.
Oh, okay. So I was going to say, what did you think about the halftime show? And, you know, for those of you who don't know, Go-Go Earl, you know, certainly made his name back in the day going to Go-Go's. In more recent years, he's the salsa king of DC.
Oh, yeah.
So we had a little Latin flavor there. What did you think of Bad Bunny, Earl?
I think he's great. The halftime show was okay. It was okay. It was okay. I mean, I don't know what to say. I'm happy he got a chance. It wasn't exciting. I don't know.
Okay. What did you think, cuz, on halftime?
I think it was exciting for people who are fans of his, but for someone, I'm not a fan of him. So it was fine though. They executed good. He performed well. You know, I don't have any complaints other than I'm not a Bad Bunny fan, but I think he did good.
Yeah, I thought the show was pretty, and y'all know I go down to Puerto Rico quite a bit. I thought he really threw out their culture out there. You know, it was proud of it. Actually, he stood up for his homeland. So
Yeah.
I thought that was good, and the music wasn't bad. The dancing was good, and all of that. You know, that to me it had a lot of flavor, just different than what we're normally used to.
Right.
And I wasn't necessarily a fan of his, you know, but I didn't have a problem with him. I thought it was okay.
I knew some of the dancers, and I knew the couple that got married during the show.
Oh, you knew them?
I know them. I didn't do them. I know
You
them.
know them? Okay.
Tito and Tamara.
Where are they from? Are they from this area?
Puerto Rico.
Oh, okay. They from down in Puerto Rico. Okay. I knew they were Puerto Ricans, but I didn't know whether they, you know, lived up here. Then again, I know when you go over to Spain, people know you. So I should have picked up on that.
No, I took classes from them years ago.
So those are people you see down at the Playita or something like that? Plazita?
No, they weren't hanging out. They all, ever since I known them, they were world famous.
Okay, okay,
And I mean, everybody in the world knows them.
okay.
You
So-
know, the Bad Bunny let you get married at his performance at the Super Bowl. You know they got to be somebody.
Yeah, you got to have some kind of connection, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought it was pretty good. It's too bad it's so many people have issues with them, you know, but I thought it was a pretty decent show, and it was just different.
Yeah, the people who have issues with it don't even think about it.
Yeah, I didn't tune into the All American show, so I had no comment on that one. Okay, well, you know, that was quick for the Super Bowl. Y'all okay with the MVP? Walker winning it? What you think, Cuzzo?
I think out of all the options that were available, I think that was a pretty good option. I didn't pay too close attention to anybody other than him once he was in conversation. But I mean, yeah, I think he deserved it for sure. For sure.
They weren't in the other options.
I'm sorry?
They weren't in the other options. They weren't in
Well, that's the thing. There weren't any that I thought were better than him. So, but I didn't really know much about him until he started to get a little bit of a buzz. And then I started to pay attention to him, and I was like, okay, this guy got game a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he had 94 yards rushing in the first half, so that was. I started looking at him because the quarterback really, his whole role was just don't make any mistakes and you'll be all right. But he was clearly not going to win the MVP to me, especially after he missed about 2 or 3 wide open receivers when he, you know, really could have added to his stats. The only other people I thought possible were maybe some of their defensive players, but it seemed like all of their defensive players were playing well, so it was kind of hard to pick one of those guys.
Right.
But I could have, somebody on defense could have gotten it, which really would have been unusual.
The only one who played defense that could have got that the MVP award was, and he still probably should have got it. I don't know, Walker did well. Was Gonzalez for the Patriots, quarterback for the Patriots.
For the Patriots, okay, yeah. Oh, he did make a couple of nice plays. You're right.
He made 4 or 5 that I can remember. That I saw on the replays. They showed them 4 times on the replays.
Well, Seattle's defensive line was. I know they sacked the quarterback 7 times, so I got to think 1 or 2 of them had multiple sacks because they were on him.
Mm-hmm.
And great.
Yeah.
They smothered them.
Did you get somebody an MVP award because whoever blocking you can't block you? Come on.
Well, I mean, no, you're going to give them for beating the blocker. That's what happened. Just like the running back beat the tacklers. It goes like that.
Oh, okay.
We're not saying the running back got it because they couldn't tackle him. You know, he beat him. You know, it's that simple.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, we can move on from the Super Bowl unless somebody else got anything to say. I think overall, I think all of us look at it the same way. It was somewhat anticlimactic, but to end the season, I mean, it was okay. The right team won. I didn't necessarily like the matchup. I didn't think that New England really was that good, and you know they were kind of lucky to be there, as far as I was concerned. But you know they got there.
Yeah, I can agree.
So I heard a theory, and I want to see what you guys think. Now, you know the NFL a couple of years ago decided to play football games on Christmas Day, which was normally the NBA's day. And, you know, they're kind of stealing it from them. So this year, the NBA had their trade deadline 2 days before the Super Bowl. Do y'all think that the NBA knocked the Super Bowl off of the TV for a few days?
It definitely took the focus off of it, yeah. Especially this year, there were some big trades that went on at the last minute. So I definitely think it took focus away from the Super Bowl for a couple days.
What do you think, Sports Doctor?
I don't think he took focus from the Super Bowl. Couldn't nobody watch it. I'm not the only one that thought this was a horrible football season, and that the game. I did not watch the game. I was the only one that didn't watch the game. What was it to watch? Who was it to watch? Come on.
But I'm saying that the NBA make a move and take attention because normally the Super Bowl week is a lot of build up, and by them having them trades that week, it seemed like they made people more focused on the NBA than the NFL.
No, I don't think I don't think the people were more focused. If that's what you're asking me. I maybe misunderstood the question, but I don't think that. No.
Okay.
Can't nobody care about the trade. Nobody made a trade. The only thing that could have been exciting is somebody that got Giannis. That because Giannis is off the trade, it's not going to make nobody not watch the Super Bowl. It was not.
I'm just talking about getting their interest to lead up for the game. That's all. I didn't think they knocked them out of the Super Bowl. So what? You don't think it was any trades? What do you think was the biggest trade, or there were no big trades? Earl, what do you think?
There were no big trades. Harden ain't going to help Cleveland. There were no big trades.
You don't think Harden's going to help Cleveland?
Nope.
What do you think, Cuzzo?
I think he's going to help them. It gives them two threats. Darius Garland was a good point guard, but sometimes he couldn't do enough. It was still too much attention on Donovan Mitchell. So with Harden, it allows them to kind of spread the wealth a little bit. And I think these last two games that they played after the deadline showed like they're going to be pretty tough, especially in close games.
I kind of look at it that way too. One thing Harden, and Earl, I think you even said this last week, one thing Harden does very well is pass the ball.
Yes, yeah.
The
one thing, I'm sorry, Larry, and one thing he doesn't do, he'll never come through the crucible. I wanted to ask you guys, what would make you think that Harden's going to make a difference? He hasn't done nothing in the playoffs. What makes you think this year is going to be the year that he does something?
Well, I don't think he's necessarily going to be the man there, but I think because they got Donovan Mitchell there, so.
Right.
But I think if he can handle the ball and just draw a little attention, I think that'll be a positive. He seems to be more of a threat than Garland was to me.
In order for him to be effective, he has to be effective.
So you don't think he's going to score at all, huh?
I don't know. I never really did no heavy drugs, but the years I've been watching him, the last 13, 12 years, I've never seen him do anything in the big time. Never in the playoffs. Never.
So, okay, maybe in the playoffs, but Harden is a good player. You got to watch him.
Okay. All right. You don't got to watch him in the playoffs.
Because what
do you got to say?
Yes, he had a good playoff, and he's played with some good teams too. It ain't like he's playing with, and because Cleveland has a good team. This guy played with some of the best in the league. And he falls. He acts like a left-hander. Inconsistent.
I honestly think, are they going to win a championship? No, probably not. But I think he's a good enough two-way player to make them better. I think he's more of a liability on defense than Darius Garland was. Harden only plays defense when he wants to. But I mean, I like the trade. I wasn't expecting it, but I like it. I like it. And I also think that the Clippers can benefit from having Darius Garland because Kawhi can do his thing now completely.
Yeah, that's the other side of the deal. You're right. That's a good thought.
You gotta have help, though, man. You gotta have help.
You can't have two people that want to score 40, though. You know what I'm saying? You got to have one main scorer, and you got to have someone that's okay with being a point guard. Harden isn't the best at doing both all the time. He's either a scorer or he's a passer. I don't see him do too much of both at the same time.
Yeah, I think I think with Mitchell on that team, they're not going to rely on him to score as much.
Right.
And when he goes out of the game, Mitchell can take over the point. You know, Mitchell likes to have the ball in his hands too. But yeah. I think it'll be interesting. Cleveland got out to a slow start this year, but they're kind of making a run. You know, they're in fourth place now. Pistons still have a big lead over everybody. How do you think Cleveland will do?
With the Pistons?
Well, period in the East. How they started off very slowly, and now they've been sneaking up in the standings.
I mean, the only people I think they have to worry about are the Celtics, depending on how they play. Cade Cunningham and them up in Detroit. I think they're better than the Heat.
What about
I
the
mean,
guys in
the
New
East
York?
is pretty close.
What
They
about the guys in New York?
they're not better than the New York Knicks or the 76ers. That's right.
Whoa.
That's right. They can't be
Right. Right. I agree with that. But only if Karl Anthony Towns is playing good, and only if Joel Embiid is playing good. If they're playing like garbage, Cleveland is going to give them a run for their money. Cleveland don't have a big man like how they have. So I feel like it just depends on how they play, honestly.
Yeah,
I think on
they
paper,
won.
the Knicks look better.
Cleveland has won 9 out of the last 10. I don't even know if they necessarily didn't need to make a trade because they were really starting to play well. But they traded one. Didn't they trade one of their wing players? Gosh, I can't think of the guy's name.
Hunter.
Yeah, I didn't know if that was a good idea because he's a pretty good defensive player.
Right.
But they've won 4 in a row and 9 out of their last 10. So maybe they figured something out.
Nope.
Yeah. I mean, I think it was time for a change over there in Los Angeles, though. So, and from what I heard, from what I read, Harden didn't really tell many people he was trying to get up out of there either. It was just a sudden moment, and he was gone. So that's business, right?
Yeah, I think he wanted to get paid. He kind of acts that way when he gets toward the end of his contract, and he starts like, if you're not going to pay me, you need to think about trading me. And I can't fault anybody for that.
Yep.
So Earl, who's coming out of the East?
Oh, Detroit.
Detroit, all the way. For some reason, some of the people in Vegas think the Knicks are going to come out of there.
I have no idea why.
Man.
Where do the Knicks rank, do you think, in the East? First, second, third? Well, not first, obviously. Second, third, fourth?
I would say they tied with the 76ers as far as rankings. And wherever you want to put them, that's where I put them. They're not number one in the East.
Better than Boston?
Huh?
Better than Boston?
The Knicks.
Yeah, are they better than Boston?
No,
And I know you're not a Celtics fan.
I'm not a Celtics fan.
The records are the same.
Yeah, their records are exactly the same. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You know, they're not better than Boston. They're not better than Boston.
Because of who you like coming out of the East?
Not much to choose from, is it?
I'm not a Celtics fan by any means. I would say the Celtics, but they just haven't been playing with the same intensity like they did last year. With that being said, I'm also not a Knicks fan. And I'm also not a Pistons fan. I'm actually surprised that their record is as good as it is because I've seen games where it seems like they play okay. Then I see other games where they're really playing well. I think I like the Pistons. But for some reason I can see probably the Pistons. Because Philadelphia, they're not consistent enough. I'm not sure they'd be able to beat them in a series. But it's tough, man. It's tough in the East.
You got the Knicks that have won 9 out of their last 10.
Mm-hmm.
That one loss was to Detroit, who crushed them the day after the Wizards beat the Pistons, which was amazing to me. with about 4 G League players on their team, and they beat them, which was amazing to me.
I mean, the Knicks, when they play good, they're great. But like they played us, I like the Lakers. They played us a couple weeks ago. They played like garbage. We played like garbage too, and they still beat us. You know what I'm saying? So it's hard to say. But they do have some weapons over there. They definitely do. What do you think?
This is actually pretty interesting to me. Right now, the team that it's hard to go against Detroit, so I'm gonna go with them number one. But the team that I think that will give them the most competition is going to be Boston, and especially if Tatum can come back. He's supposed to start workouts today, I think, and they're going to try to work him back into their rotation. So if he can get in any type of game shape by the playoffs, I think they'll be hard to beat. I think. The next question I was going to ask you guys. Well, I get that later after we get to the West, but I'm going to ask you guys about some of these players here.
Mm-hmm.
Switching to the West, who looks good over there? Currently, the Spurs are in second place, and they've beaten Oklahoma City 4 out of 5 times. The first place team.
They're not winning again this year. I've seen them drop the ball too many times recently.
Who's going to win?
I don't know. I like the Nuggets.
The Nuggets, okay.
I like the Nuggets, man. I like the Nuggets.
Sports doctor, who do you like in the West?
San Antonio's coming out of the West.
They coming out of the West?
Yeah.
Why do you think that's so definitive?
Huh?
What did you say, Cuzzo?
Why do you think that? Why do you think that so definitively?
Questions for you, sports doctor.
Oh, because they have no problem with the Thunder. They have no problem with the Thunder.
And I thought that's what you were going to say.
Yeah. Now, they've had a lot of injuries, too, and they don't have a steady lineup. If their top lineup, see, I don't like to go into if, though, but if their top lineup stays healthy, I would say if their top lineup gets 20 games in before the season ends and are healthy, they can get some chemistry. But what these...
Who are you talking about? Are you talking about Oklahoma?
Yeah.
Okay.
But they have a lot. They have depth, and they have a lot of good players. But they don't have that chemistry to beat San Antonio. They beat San Antonio like they're some suckers, man. I'm serious. They don't care nothing about San Antonio. They don't care nothing about. They don't care nothing about Oklahoma. San Antonio does. They care nothing about it.
Yeah, they do.
They have a little rivalry going on there.
What kind of rivalry?
It's more egotistic. Chet don't like Wemby, and Wemby don't like Chet. So when they play, it's always some sort of animosity at that position. And there are a lot of young guys that play for the Spurs too, and I think that hunger, because the thing is though, the Spurs will play good versus the Thunder, but then they might lose to a team that's nowhere near as good as the Thunder. I think when they play the Thunder, their mentality when they go into that game is way different. And sometimes it's like that. So, but I think in a series of 4, Spurs probably gonna beat them.
Yeah. They're gonna beat them.
Wemby better not get hurt though. If Wemby gets hurt, it's done.
Oh yeah.
Well, the statement was if they stay healthy.
Yeah,
That's what Oklahoma. San Antonio's gonna beat them.
Yeah, Jalen Williams just came back last night. Played a lot of minutes when they played the Lakers last night, and he was on his game down the stretch. I mean, it was interesting because Luka didn't play and SGA didn't play, so kind of was dull for me. But both teams really, gave it a good run.
Yeah.
Austin played well. LeBron did well.
Don't get me started on my team. I got a bone to pick with my team, man. I can't do it.
What's wrong with your team, man? Both of you guys like the Lakers too. That's interesting.
JJ Redick
and both of us
his lineup choices.
See, Larry?
I question his lineup choices. And for some reason, we don't play no damn defense. I don't know what it is. Sometimes we play it, sometimes we don't. It's been times where I look on the court, LeBron standing over there with his hands on his hips, somebody blowing by him, getting the layup, I just don't know. There's no
He's
intensity
41.
there right now.
He's
So
41.
what?
He's 41 years old.
I know you didn't say what I think you just said.
Yeah,
You
LeBron's
said-
41. Yeah.
Why is he still playing then?
I have no idea.
Listen, sports doctor. We can't praise him when he plays good and then take pity and say he's 41 when he does bad things on the court.
We're praising him.
See, Cuzzo
Everybody-
hasn't heard what you've been saying, Earl. You saying the same thing that Earl says.
Yeah.
Hey, look.
Hey.
You saying the same thing he's been saying.
The last 5 games, LeBron's averaged 7 turnovers a game. That's unacceptable.
Mhm.
7.
Yep.
7. That's the
I
average.
know.
He's had more games with 7 turnovers. He had 8 last night. Come on, man. He's still
The problem.
okay. Why is he still playing? His game is still better than most people in the league.
Yeah, he's one of the best players in the league.
It's actually, I'm one of the best. He's one of the better.
Okay.
I
yeah.
think he's still playing because he wants to create more separation in all these records that are still alive. He's passed a lot of people's records in different categories because he's played for so long. And I think he wants to try and add on to that, which is why he's still playing. I think this year will be his last year. If he plays again next year, he's really pushing it. And I hope he's not on the Lakers next year.
He will
But
be.
I don't know, man. You said what?
It ain't paying LeBron $50 million to play next year. Nobody's paying him that next year. Nobody.
But he's averaging 22 points a game. I mean, he's not a to do that in the pros, you have to be pretty decent. He's averaging 22 points a game.
7 turnovers is a lot.
But Larry, it's an ugly 22 points though. It's an ugly 22 points. I mean, he airballs 3-pointers, he misses free throws, he turns the ball over, he gets mad at his teammates on defense when it's actually his fault. You know, there's no accountability there. And you would think for someone that's 41, you're supposed to be a vet. Your game's supposed to be polished at that age. If you're still going to be playing, you should know all your spots. You definitely shouldn't be turning the ball over. LeBron is a liability, at least from what I can see on the court. Yes, he averages 22, but that's because he's more worried about his stats than he is us winning. That's what I feel like.
Woo.
Yeah.
You right there with him, sports doctor?
Exactly.
It's almost like y'all been talking.
We've been talking. We both are not. We both like the Lakers, but
Yeah.
Cuzzo or I are emotional fans with the Lakers.
Yeah.
We like it, doesn't mean we're not gonna. Doesn't mean we're gonna overlook their deficiencies with the several.
Well, I think they have a lot of problems on defense. Even their best player plays no defense.
Yeah.
That's
That is very true.
Nobody on
That's
that team.
Luka.
None of the team plays defense, but Marcus
Smart tries.
gives a great.
Yeah, Marcus Smart plays defense, and so does Vanderbilt.
Yeah.
Rudy plays defense sometimes, but other than that, I mean, that's about it. That's about it.
First of all, most teams that you would think are strong defensively have a defensive stopper.
Mhm.
Lakers don't have it. 8,
Right.
he's soft as Sharman. Hayes can't hit the side of a barn. It's horrible, man. That even
When
he
you
can't
say a
shoot.
stopper, when you say a stopper, what do you mean? Like a big man in the back or
No,
one player?
They got some guards that can change.
Okay.
That's why I said stopper. Yeah. They don't have,
Okay.
they don't have nobody that can change the game in any kind of tempo or nothing. The game any kind of way. Nothing.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. I agree. Luka don't play no defense, but Luka can go back and forth and score with people, which is why I think people look past it. But I mean,
You're not going to down somebody who's averaging 33 points a game.
Yeah. He can't play defense, but he can play offense.
Yep. I agree. And I think Austin Reeves just came back. We need to get him back in the flow of things because he was our second top scorer before he got injured. So We got to
He
see
played
where
well
it goes.
last night too. He played pretty well last night.
Austin Reeves got game, man.
Yeah.
He got game. He
Yeah.
plays the swag. You know what I'm saying?
He didn't play that great last night. He's good.
He just got back. He's getting into the swing of it.
Yeah, think about somebody coming back from an injury. He played. I thought he played pretty well.
The night before when he came back, he scored 35. He didn't even break 20 last night. Come on.
Yeah. That boy got game though, man.
He was playing against a defensive team last night.
I don't care what it said. He scored 35 the night before, and I
He
don't care.
wasn't get 35 against them.
Huh? I don't care if it's back to back. He's only back to back games. He's only 23, 24 years old. Come on, get out of here with that back to back. And the NBA needs to stop all that. Now they're playing San Antonio tonight. They're not playing Luka, LeBron, or Reeves. That's a farce, man. Come on.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. That's a problem I have with the NBA. They don't play. Their players don't play. You know.
Why you have a game on TV? Why have that game on TV? Why would you have that game?
I don't know why players don't play. I can see them if they want to sit out of practice, but if you got a game, you got to show up and play.
Yep.
That's a relatively recent phenomenon. When I say that, the last 15 years. Before that, you had guys like Allen Iverson and all of them. They played every day.
So I'm pretty sure LeBron is not playing because he's 41 years old, right?
He don't have nobody.
But he was doing that when he was young. He took a 2-week vacation during the season one year when he was with Miami. And that really made me look at how are you going to do that? How are you going to take vacation during the season?
Yep. It's that ego, man. It's LeBron James. He do what he want.
Well, the teams let him get away with that crap.
Yep. Not if it was my team. But we got to see. I'm hoping for the best. We should have been better than what we are, and we're not. So, yeah.
I don't know why you wanted to be better than that. You know, you have to have a center. You have to when you play football, you got to have a quarterback. You got to have one. You play basketball, you got to have a center. You got to have a center to be successful. Period. You can't even get around it. You can't name a team who was a good team and didn't have a center.
Who do Oklahoma City have as their center? Hardenstein.
Hope is a center. Hope is all right. He just like the back.
Yeah, they Hartenstein plays center. Chet plays the 4. At least on the starting lineup.
Hartenstein is okay, but he doesn't.
Hartenstein grabs a rebound. He'll put some.
Okay. He does do that.
Ayton. Who's the Lakers? Ayton or Hayes?
Yeah, Jackson Hayes. And we got DeAndre Ayton too.
Come on.
Yeah. I agree.
It's crazy, man.
But
we were talking about the Knicks. The Alvarado trade helped the Knicks a little. That guy's quick as I don't know what. They need a legitimate backup. They need a legitimate backup point guard, and they got one.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay.
Wait, so how do you feel about Luke Kennard, the guy that we just got?
I haven't seen him enough in the game. He have the best percentage in the NBA, but that don't mean nothing. What's his numbers? I mean, they have a lot of. You can be 46% from 3, and you may have only shot 10 threes. There's somebody else that do that. That's all I'm saying.
You're right.
They were trying to switch off on him last night. try to pick so he end up guarding their ball handler.
Mm-hmm.
Because I think Williams took him quite a few times.
Yeah.
Lakers should have won the game last night.
Oh, I agree 100%.
Wait. If you watched the game last night, any fantasies anybody has of them going far in the playoffs should have been washed away. How do you lose that game? How do you lose Thunder when Shea Gilgeous not playing? It's not going to happen. You can't do that.
Yep.
You can't do that. You can't lose a game of Thunder and Shea Gilgeous doesn't play.
Yeah.
You can't do that. I know they got a lot of depth, but still, come on, man.
Well, again, Luka didn't play either. So, I mean, had Luka played, that might have been a different story.
They had Reeves and LeBron.
Yeah, I think down the stretch in the fourth, I think JJ Redick made some questionable lineup changes in the fourth quarter that also cost us. He took Austin Reeves out for like 5 minutes in the middle of the fourth. Austin Reeves should have played the entire fourth quarter, in my opinion.
Well, he's on a minute restriction.
Yeah,
He's on a
Yeah.
minute restriction.
That's what I thought. Because I assumed that because there was no reason for him to come out for as long as he was.
Mm-hmm.
He got hurt for a
Yeah.
while. Just throw somebody in there and expect him to go. That's why I was making such a big deal about him being out, but yeah, he came back and scored 35 points. He got game, but
Yeah.
just come on, man. No,
Then LeBron came out and said, "We're not champions" or something after the game.
I don't care what come out that man's
Because
mouth.
he's trying to motivate his team.
He needs to motivate himself. That's what he needs to do.
So here's what can happen. LeBron's contract is over this year,
Mm-hmm.
and if he wants to play again, I'm guessing the Lakers will tell him, if you want to come back here, you got to come back here at a discount.
Yep.
That will free them up with money to pay Giannis if Giannis becomes available.
Yep.
And I think they're gonna use this salary to get Giannis.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, that would be amazing. And I don't even like Giannis, as you guys have heard me say before.
Yeah, what's wrong with you, man?
I just don't like his game, man. It works, but I just don't like it. I don't like it, man.
He probably would if he and Luka on the same team. I think they'll be hard to beat.
I agree, but I also feel like I don't know how good they will be on the same team on the court at the same time. Giannis is a ball stopper, and Giannis can't shoot, so there's gonna be some,
Okay, just so that you know, last year he was the second leading scorer, and he shot over 60% from the floor.
man.
He shot over 60%. He was
Man.
number 2 in the league.
If you make
SGA.
if you make layups the whole game, does that mean you can
Okay.
shoot?
Oh, okay.
See, I'm
If
sorry.
you shoot 60%,
I'm thinking. I usually realize I'm wrong. When I think shoot, I'm thinking more closer.
Mm-hmm.
I know
if
some guards.
you make 60% of your shots, and the second leading scorer, that means he's putting the ball up a lot and he's making them.
It also means his team ain't that good. They need him.
No, yeah, he's played with other people that like when they won the championship, when he had healthy people, they were able to score like Middleton and stuff like that. I think if you get somebody else to score, I think he'll be all right.
I hope. I'd have to see it. I'd have to see it because I don't know if his game is versatile enough to. I mean, I think we'll win a lot more games now with Giannis, but Giannis has to have the ball, and he has to have the ball in certain places so that he can charge at the rim.
Okay. You know what else he plays is defense.
He does play defense. He sure does. He sure does, and he's strong too.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely, definitely.
Los Angeles always seems to pull off stuff like that ever since I was a kid,
Yep.
Way before your time, cuz they had Will Chamberlain, Elgin Baylor, and Jerry West. It was like, I get like 3 Hall of Famers.
Yep.
Then when they retire, they get Jabbar and people like that. They always do it.
Yeah.
Shaq, Kobe, Magic.
I mean, it's an attractive market. Most of the time, we have money to spare, so we can do stuff like that. But I think it's going to be interesting to see. First, we have to get LeBron to take a pay cut, and then if we are able to land Giannis,
I think he's taking a pay cut unless somebody like Cleveland may want him to go back for nostalgia. I'm thinking if I'm Los Angeles, it's not up to him to take it. I mean, he takes it or he can walk.
yeah,
I want to pay him $50 million.
They can pick it. I'm the Lakers. You don't want to play with the Lakers. He don't want. He's not. He's got an ego problem. He don't like the. He's not showing it blatantly, but he don't like the fact that Luke gets to do whatever he wants to do, and he's second fiddle. He don't like that.
Mhm.
Why would he like that? And here's the other thing. Okay, he takes the pay cut. They still don't get Giannis. He ain't gonna be on that team that was taking the pay cut and they don't have Giannis. You just
Yeah.
might as well waive him now.
Yeah.
Not waive him, not waive him, but trade him to another dumb team.
But I guess it depends on the order things are done. When the season's over, if I'm Los Angeles, as soon as possible, I'm going to Milwaukee and say, what does it take to get Giannis? Okay.
Yeah.
And,
Yeah.
and if I could work that deal out, then LeBron is going to be like, okay, you can come back, but it's got to be at a discount.
And-
It's not going to be what you used to make it here.
Right. I
They
mean,
don't have the draft picks, or they don't have that much money left to pay for Giannis. They don't. Even if they say they're not paying LeBron, they still don't have enough left resources to trade for Giannis, unless their general manager is ignorant like Dallas Mavericks.
Well, I don't. It's going to be hard. So how about Austin Reeves and a few other players?
I was going to say they're going to tear our. If we can trade for Giannis, they're going to tear our lineup up.
They can have anybody but Luka, as far as I was concerned.
Los Angeles don't have nobody but Luka. You missing it? They don't have nobody that nobody want. Nobody. You think people trying to get Marcus Smart?
It's going to be hard for Milwaukee to get value for equal value for Giannis. I mean, it's going to be changed on the dollar for him.
He got another year on his contract. You can deal with that next year.
Who, Giannis?
Yeah.
Yeah. But I mean, I'm working all that out in the trade.
They may not necessarily trade him. And if I'm not a conspiracy person, but if the Lakers get Giannis, I don't care what nobody says. The NBA is in somewhat way fixed. How you gonna get Wilt? How you gonna get Kareem? How you gonna get Magic? How you
Los Angeles always pulls it off.
Luka? How you gonna get Giannis? Come on, that's crazy.
They pull it off.
Yeah.
It's almost like they've never. They're like when I look for any sports team, we're gonna put on a show. This is LA, big glamour town, and we got stars here.
Yep.
All right.
I mean, I think it would be nice to have him, but we'd have to get rid of like 3 players to get Giannis, and they're gonna have to be 3 of our star role players. And we don't really have many of those anyway.
Right.
So it would have to be Austin Reeves, probably Marcus Smart, and probably Jackson Hayes or DeAndre Ayton, one of them. And that's half our starting lineup right there. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know, but I do think though if we get Giannis, it's gonna change a lot out in LA for sure.
I can't see Giannis and Luka being on the same team and not.
I can't either.
Yeah.
I never thought I would see LeBron in the Lakers jersey, but you see how things happen. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah. How do you
won,
feel about?
They won one time since he's been there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And that was that.
Anthony Davis is right.
Yeah.
One time with an asterisk.
With an asterisk.
Yeah.
Just one time.
Right? That wasn't with an asterisk at that fake championship they won.
Oh, you're talking about when during the COVID year?
Yeah, in the bubble. That's the year we won.
Fake, man. That's not no real season.
Hey, Earl, a championship is a championship, man.
If you're gonna look at it that way, okay.
Hey, as long as LeBron don't get his 5th ring, I'm good.
His 5th?
Yeah, he got 4 right now.
3 in Miami and one No, two in Miami, one in Cleveland, and one in
I got
LA.
about LeBron.
Mm-hmm.
He's one of the greatest basketball players that ever played. One of the greatest. He's not better than Jordan. And he's done. That's all. That's what I got to say about LeBron.
Hey, I'm gonna let him stay in his own lane. He's not better than Kobe either. So, yeah.
All of those guys are good players.
Yeah.
You can make an argument for any of them.
Yeah, you can. You can. How you feel about what they doing over there in DC?
Oh man, I don't know. If people were healthy, I would think getting AD and Trey Young would be a great move for them.
Yeah.
But how long can AD stay healthy? Actually, Washington, I've watched them a few times. They actually have a few young players that can actually play. I like the 7-footer that they got. And if they had a couple of veterans like those two that could play and be reliable, I think it'd be interesting.
Yeah.
I have a problem with tanking though, and that's what they're doing.
What did the Wizards lose to the Cavaliers when the Arenas was playing? What year was that? Whatever year that was, it seems like at least 25 years ago.
Like when LeBron was there?
With Cleveland.
When LeBron was with Cleveland?
And the Arenas was with Cleveland.
Yeah, Arenas and Jameson and them were there.
But the Wizards haven't had a decent team since that year.
Yep.
That year.
Yep.
Gilbert Arenas was the only
Oh, that was my boy.
only legitimate player the Wizards have had.
Yep.
Since then.
Yep.
I know you ain't gonna like this, sports doctor, but I have to say, one year, John Wall and Bradley Beal had a team that was pretty decent,
Yeah.
but they weren't as good as
Did they go to the playoffs?
Yeah.
First round out, right? Come on, man. Give me a break.
They might have made it to the second round. Lost to Boston.
It don't matter, man. You know how the Wizards are, have been, and always will be.
No, you're right. I mean, I'm a big Gilbert Arenas fan. I mean,
I'm here because those questions. What I think about they doing in DC. I don't think nothing about it. They're not doing nothing. What they gonna do? Who gonna grab a rebound? I'm Anthony Davis. I'm 6'11", but I don't want to play center. Are you kidding?
Yeah.
Are you kidding me? Come on.
Yeah. But I mean, they got that big dude.
Trey Young gotta have somebody to pass it to. He can't shoot all the time. Who are gonna pass it to?
they have a couple of guys that can actually shoot. And when I watch them play, what they're missing is that veteran, even when they're shooting well, they'll do something and turn the ball over because down the stretch they won't play right. Then when they had CJ McCollum, sometimes he would hold the ball for them and do the right thing, but I guess it was hampering the development of the other players, so they had to get him out of there.
So the guys that you scared to shoot, I just want to clarify something. Can they shoot because they make all their layups, or can they shoot?
No, they shoot jumpers,
On the perimeter?
and they got a 7-footer. They got a 7-footer. They got Czar, who's really starting to play well. If Trey Young and AD play like they, if they can stay healthy and play like they normally play, that's exactly what they would need. They would probably push some of these other teams that we're talking about. They wouldn't win the championship, but they'd be like 5th or 6th place or something like that. And they're trying to get another. It's supposed to be a deep college draft, so they're losing on purpose.
I don't have all those top 5 picks coming out of the NBA, out of college this year. Overrated. I don't know where these analysts come from and stuff they're saying. Ain't no in the college draft.
Oh, I wish they stopped giving the worst team draft picks. I think if a player doesn't try to win a game, they're going to kick him out of the league. I think it's just as bad as if management doesn't try to win. If a player doesn't play his best, they'll probably expel him or fine him or whatever. It's no different to me when the coach. The other night the Wizards played. They were playing Oklahoma City with the last man on their squad and 4 G League players in the fourth quarter. and actually won the game. Then
Yeah.
they tried that same thing the next night against the Pistons and beat them for some reason. Then they tried again the next night and they lost by like 50.
Yep. Yep. Yep.
I mean, you got a young squad, you playing G League players.
Yeah.
It's showing me that they're not trying to win.
Yeah.
But the players don't know that, so they actually
No,
went
I'm
on.
not showing you that. He's showing you this is all we got. Listen, we playing. They're garbage, man. They're garbage.
You gonna play your G League players, and you already have a bunch of young guys.
The G League players are probably better than all the players.
They beat Detroit. I gotta say that they beat Detroit, and all of Detroit's players were there, which was amazing to me.
And that's the
What
other
do
thing. You talk about Detroit coming out the East, but you losing to teams like the Wizards sometimes.
Well, they crushed the Knicks the next night.
Yeah.
They crushed them. That's what Knicks are 9-1 in their last 10 games, but that one loss, it wasn't even close.
Yeah.
I guess they were just sleeping. They were probably looking forward to the Knicks game.
Yeah.
So, Cuzzo, who are the 5 best NBA players right now this season?
Right now that are actively playing. Cade Cunningham. I like I like Donovan Mitchell. Kawhi. I see your face over there, Sports Doctor. I feel like I'm forgetting. Oh, Nikola.
Joker?
Yep. Should have said him first.
I know they're asking you your list, but
Yeah, you get to do your list next. So.
I still got a question about his. Why are you hesitating? Why wasn't Shea the first person you said?
Shay. There you go. That's my 5th person. I was trying to run down the list in my head. Shay. I knew I was missing somebody. Thank you.
Okay, Sports Doctor, who you got?
Shea,
Mm-hmm.
Jokic, Shea, Jokic. Luka, Shea, Jokic, Luka.
Doncic, okay.
Luka, who can't play now, ain't been a defense, but that's how good he scored he is. Big body Brunson. And I need one more, right?
Yep.
I'm not too good on his jumper or his handle, but I'll put Cade Cunningham right now. He needs to get a little quicker for me, but my 5th person would be Cade Cunningham.
Mm-hmm.
That's it.
Okay, so I'm gonna pick 5 guys that y'all didn't pick, I guess. I'm gonna say Anthony Edwards, Jaylen Brown, Boston, Wemby. Let's see who else. Oh, got Scotty Barnes that plays for Toronto.
And
dude, to me, he plays both ends of the court well. I'm trying to pick people y'all didn't pick.
okay.
Let me see. I gotta pull the NBA league up so I can see what teams are out here. I need one more person.
I find it strange that all of us hesitate to name the best 5 players.
No, I would have named. I'm trying to name 5 players that neither one of you guys picked.
Oh, okay.
I would have named most of the guys that you guys picked.
You do some strange stuff. Okay. All right.
Okay, if I had to do the five, I would probably say Joker, Shea, for this season, Doncic, Anthony Edwards, and Jaylen Brown. If I was going to name five for this season, I
You
was
think
trying to
Jaylen
come up
Brown
with
better than
five.
Kawhi?
Say that again.
You think Jaylen Brown better than Kawhi?
I think he's been playing well this season. Yeah, I think he's been.
All right.
I don't know overall, but this year, yeah, he's been playing well.
We're always saying that because in 2 weeks Kawhi will be out for 2 weeks.
No, I think Jaylen Brown has really been balling this year.
He has, because Tatum's not there, so he's
been balling. I don't know if anybody that's really I've seen that really plays better than him.
Mm-hmm.
When I look at him, Anthony Edwards and Shea Gilgeous-Alexander, those are three tough guys that handle the ball. Then it's hard to leave Joker and Doncic out.
Yeah, I mean, I left Luka out on purpose because Luka pisses me off sometimes. But I mean, yeah, definitely. I mean, I think all of our lists are spot on. You got you can't argue about Shea, Joker, and Luka. Anthony Edwards, he does immature things with the ball sometimes, but he's a dog still. Jaylen Brown, Cade Cunningham, Kawhi, like they're all the best players in the league right now. Jalen Brunson is also in there. And there are a lot of players that are good, but we said like the best.
Yeah, I was just trying to, since y'all had swiped most of them, but I was still, neither one of you named, I would probably do Jaylen Brown and Anthony Edwards this season.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Because them guys, no matter who, when I see them play, no matter who they play against, they show up.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, but there are a lot of decent players though, but a lot of them are young. I like Conka Nipple. Cooper Flag has been playing good as a youngin.
Cooper Flag is probably going to win Rookie of the Year.
I think he should.
He's flat out balling.
Conka Nipple, he passed Curry's record for threes in his rookie season. He passed him already.
Charlotte, they won like 9 in a row till last night, I think, something like that too.
Mm-hmm. Yep. And then you got players like Donovan Mitchell.
Yes.
Nobody said Kevin Durant. Kevin Durant can still hoop. He's getting a little old. Devin Booker.
Yeah.
I haven't heard that much this year.
You said what?
I haven't heard that much about him this year.
I really haven't either, but he's still hooping. And if I'm not mistaken, he might have been hurt for a little bit.
Maxi's played well this year.
Mm-hmm. Yep. He's played well. Brandon Ingram's played pretty good this year for his role. One guy I like that a lot of people don't talk about, Pascal Siakam, he's been playing good this year. I mean, certain games, they can't stop him. They can't do nothing with him on the court some games. There are a lot of high-level players now, but there are only a few that are winners.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, look, gentlemen, I think we're about out of time, man. We've done about an hour. So I want to thank Cuzzo. We're going to be doing this, so it's great to have you back. NBA season kicking off. So, we'll be trying to do this every Thursday night. We'll try to build our audience up.
Every Thursday night.
I'm sorry, Tuesday night. My bad.
Okay.
That was a test voice, Doctor. I was making sure you were paying attention.
I know, and I'm just trying to pass the test and let you know I'm listening to you.
All right, so we're going to sign off here. For those of you who are tuning in on YouTube, thanks for tuning in. We'll see you next week at 7 o'clock. Take care, everybody.
Right. Good job.